Happy Halloween, my darlings. I hope you're all well and having a fantastic weekend. I can't believe it's actually here, finally. I'm having a wonderful weekend myself. I'm going to be going to see IMX on Saturday and I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm also meeting up with some other YouTubers in Leicester Square Gardens as well during the day. So if you're about in London, we'll be at Leicester Square Gardens from about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're kind of going to have a bit of a spooky picnic and meet everybody. It's going to be really good fun. I thought I'd do the Halloween tag for you guys for Halloween, obviously, but when I went onto YouTube to try and find the questions, I found that there's about, 3 or 4 different Halloween tags. So I put them all together, so we're going to consider this to be the ultimate Halloween tag video. So let's get started, shall we? Question number 1 is, what's your favourite Halloween song? And I think it's probably Black Number 1 by Typo Negative. It's just such a great song, it goes on forever, but it kind of describes this character, the perfect goth kind of character, looking fantastic and being fantastic at Halloween sort of thing. It's brilliant. It's kind of a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but it's really good fun. And what's your favourite Halloween movie? Probably The Nightmare Before Christmas. If you asked Dave, he would tell you that that's a Christmas movie and not a Halloween movie, but it's kind of a little bit of both. The next question was witch or vampire. I think I'd probably choose witch, because if I had to be a vampire, then it's great that you can turn into creatures, but you can do that if you're a witch as well. And it's great that you can kind of hypnotise people, but you can cast spells over people if you're a witch. And at least with a witch you don't have to drink blood in order to survive, and you can go out in the daylight without, shrivelling up or, heaven forbid, sparkling. The next question is werewolves or ghosts. It's a really good question. I don't know. I really like werewolves. I think they're awesome. They're really good fun. But ghosts, I think being able to kind of hang around as a ghost for the rest of eternity and watch people without knowing that you're there and kind of observe their lives and that sort of thing, I think ghosts are really cool. And then the other question is skeletons or zombies. I love zombies. I absolutely love zombies. I've got a thing about zombie movies. I love them all. They're just really good fun, so zombies definitely. What's your favourite thing about Halloween? See, for the last 7 or 8 years I've been going to Whitby every Halloween, so I haven't really kind of celebrated Halloween in the traditional sense. So my favourite thing about Halloween up until this year has been going to Whitby Goth Weekend for Halloween. So my favourite thing about this Halloween is going to be going to see IMX. I think I'm really looking forward to that. Next question is, would you like to do a party or a scary movie marathon? I don't know why you can't do both. Can't we have a party where we all kind of hang out and we have chips and dip and sweets and dress up and all that sort of stuff, and then a little bit later we put on the scary movies? I think that would be great fun. So a party with scary movies in it. That would be my favourite. Oh, I forgot another thing. I've got dolls or clowns here, and I have to say dolls. I hate clowns. I've always hated clowns ever since I was a teenager, a very young teenager, and watched Stephen King's It and just got absolutely freaked out by it, and read the book and got even more freaked out by it. So definitely dolls. What's your favourite Halloween candy? I think toffee apples, definitely. I also love anything with pumpkin spice in it, because who doesn't love pumpkin spice, right? All the nutmeg and cinnamon and cloves and all the other things that they put in it. It's just delicious. What's your favourite Halloween decoration? At the moment I think it's got to be my bats. I don't know if you can see these very well in the light, but they kind of light up purple bats that I got from Poundland. Thanks to the Wild Witch for that. She gave me a tip off for that. What's your favourite Halloween scent? Again, it has to be those sort of smoky, cinnamony, spicy sort of smells. Leaves, I love the smell of autumn leaves when you kick through them. Apparently there's a bacteria or something that creates that smell that gives you that kind of high. That scent that the bacteria makes actually does affect your brain and make you feel happy. So yeah, kicking through autumn leaves, I love that smell. What's your favourite Halloween costume? My favourite Halloween costume in Whitby was wearing all white. So I had this dress, I don't think I've got it anymore. It was my prom dress, and it was white crushed velvet with great big long white chiffony sleeves. It was absolutely beautiful, and I wore that for my prom because everybody expected me to wear black, so obviously I wore all white. But anyway, I carried on wearing that at Halloween at Whitby Goth Weekend, and it was kind of my Halloween dress for that. Favourite Halloween store? I would say probably Poundland, just because you can get so many fun things that are really, really cheap. Jack-o'-lanterns, yes or no? Yes, I love jack-o'-lanterns. I assume that they mean, like pumpkins with candles in. That's what I mean when I say jack-o'-lantern, and I love them. I think they're amazing, certainly some of the really cleverly carved ones. Bats or black cats? I've got another thing. Black cats, obviously. I love bats, they're awesome. but cats are like my spirit animal. I love cats so much. I've always had cats. Is Halloween your favourite holiday? Yes. Yes, it is. I like the family gathering and real decoration aspects of Christmas. You know, having a really fantastic tree and tinsel and lights and all that stuff, because I don't tend to decorate for Halloween. But the thing about Christmas is that, I mean, in September they start the preparation for it, and it's just constant, in your face, all the time, Christmas, all the time, until it's actually Christmas, and then it's gone. And then you get, like, depression throughout January and February, whereas with Halloween, you've got a little bit more of a sensible build-up. And then after Halloween, you've still got Christmas to look forward to, so you don't have instant, you know, depression for the rest of the winter like you do after Christmas. So yes, Halloween is my favourite holiday, I think. Have I always loved it? Yeah, I think I have. I've got memories, like distant, foggy memories of being a child and going to a proper old-fashioned Halloween party where we all dressed up and they had, you know, bobbing for apples and stuff like that. And pumpkin spice latte or hot chocolate. I would like a hot chocolate with pumpkin spice on it, please. Don't like coffee at all, so I'll have the hot chocolate and the milk, but with some pumpkin spice, or maybe just a chai latte. That would be quite nice, you know, the same sort of spices but in chai tea, which is very nice. Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Halloween? 7 or 8, I think. I love it, it's fantastic, but I also love the fact that I can dress up and be whoever I am every day of the year. You know, it's not just a thing that I only do at Halloween kind of thing. So I know there are a lot of people out there who feel like they can only let their spooky side out at this time of year, and I know that they absolutely love Halloween because they get the chance to do that, but for me it's kind of, my spooky side is just, that's the only side of me there is, you know. So fondest Halloween memory. That would probably be the year, I've said about this in my favourite alternative memory, that would be the year that Last July played at Whitby Goth Weekend. We opened the festival on the Friday night, it was about 4 years ago I think, and it wasn't quite Halloween but it was, you know, close enough, and we had just such an amazing reception. We had loads and loads and loads of people there and it was such a great gig, we had so much fun. It was absolutely fantastic. How do I get into the spirit of Halloween? Well, like I say, up until this year I've been planning for Whitby, so you know, I get my Facebook memories, you know, you get those notifications kind of thing, been looking through them, and they've all been previous years going to Whitby, getting ready for Whitby. What am I going to wear? What are my outfits going to be? Who am I going to go with? Who am I going to see? You know, where am I staying? What bands am I going to go and see? What club nights am I going to go to, and that kind of thing. So the stuff that I associate with Halloween has always been Whitby Goth Weekend. And then there's a question here which is a bit weird. It's not really Halloween related. It says, what's your weird or odd fear? My weird or odd fear has got absolutely nothing to do with Halloween. It's got to do with man-made stuff in water. So anything like mechanical or anything like that in water, I freak out, it freaks me out. Still to this day I can't watch things like the bit of Titanic where the boat comes up and you see the prop and all that stuff. I can't watch that. I can't look at anything that's underwater where there's propellers or any other sort of mechanical stuff. It's just freaky. So that's got nothing to do with Halloween though. I don't know why there's that question there. Anyway, what are you going as this year? I'm going as me, but just, you know, with a little bit of an IMX twist, so lots of glitter and feathers and that sort of thing. Do I believe in ghosts? Kind of. I don't know whether they're kind of more a subconscious thing, like some sort of version of the placebo effect. So like if somebody dies who you really love, you kind of like, you start to see them out of the corner of your eye and stuff. Although I do have a ghost story. So when my great grandmother died, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I think I was about 16 or 17 years old, and I was staying at my then boyfriend's house, and literally at the time that she died I just woke up, sat bolt upright in bed. I wasn't afraid or anything, I was completely calm, I was perfectly calm, but I kind of felt this presence in the room, and I kind of understood then, I knew right then, that second, that she had died, and that I felt like she was saying goodbye to me. And it wasn't until the next day that my mum actually rang me up to tell me what had happened and to tell me what time that she died, because she'd been in a hospice obviously, so you know, the nurses and stuff had recorded time of death and that kind of thing, and it married up with the time I'd kind of sat bolt upright in bed. So I don't know, do I believe in ghosts? I'm not sure, I don't know. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio. And the last question is, how far would you get in a horror movie? Probably about 5 minutes. I think I'd probably be the first one that was killed. I'd just do something really stupid, I'd panic and I'd run the wrong way, or you know how people separate and you never separate, you should never separate in a horror movie, and they always do, they always go off in different directions. and I would just end up getting like eaten or stabbed or within about the first 5 minutes. I'd love to think that, you know, I'm the heroine who survives at the end of the day and gets the guy and all that stuff, but you know, I know I would just not survive at all. It'd be gone in a flash. But anyway, I'm going to put the questions up in the description box below, and obviously if you want to do this tag as well, then by all means do, although I understand I've kind of left it very late. So anyway, lovely to speak to you guys. I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Let me know what you've been up to in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of this video, what your answers to any of the questions would be, and I will see you all again very soon. Love you guys, bye!